Hello, everyone, and welcome to the post-game show for Clutch Chess, a champion showdown here at the St. Louis Chess Club. I'm your host, James Dash, and as always, joined by my GMs, Yasser, Seirawan, and Maurice Ashley at the conclusion of day 2. And Yasser, the games did not disappoint, just as they didn't disappoint yesterday.
Absolutely. In fact, the decisive games and the draws were, well, it was a show. It was the best show in the chess world's ever had, frankly. And I got to tell you, when these U.S. champions, Fabi and Hikaru, match up, they've got 5 titles between them. There's a lot at stake. Day 1, they split. 1 victory each. Day 2, they split. 1 victory each. But this time with the black pieces, it was crazy. And then the big match, Magnus versus Gukesh. Gukesh was lead. Magnus gets 2 points. Have a look at the video.
This one,
Hikaru never resigns. Trust me, he's going to find some resource. I don't know what it is.
We call him the best defensive player.
No, you're right. I didn't see a resource either, but I thought he was going to play B3 and find something.
Magnus just trying to reel him in. And here comes the king.
King E4, that's the move.
Definitely winning and resignation. Enough suffering for Gukesh.
Impressive play, impressive. He's done it.
Throw the game away, but E5 is found by Magnus. Calm, cool, collected is he.
Wow.
Winning that game, and by the
there
way,
it is,
now
a
the
handshake.
end of that. But Nakamura in the other one has taken over that game.
No way. They've been trading blows since day 1, and they're carrying it over to day 2.
Well, it was a blunder by Fabi that cost him.
It's a knight ending, but with the move knight E4, Hikaru gets a king and pawn ending, and his king is more active. He wins. That's it. That's a winning king and pawn ending now. Hikaru knows it.
Yeah, and just like yesterday, these players are looking to trade blows.
And there you go. Black's winning a lot of games.
Excitement out the gate on both boards, but Maurice, it would essentially flip our entire standings on their head immediately going into our second round of the day.
Yes, absolutely. It looked as though Magnus was doing his thing. Magnus tends to do Magnus-like things. And Fabiano Caruana, desperate to get out of the cellar, and he did so in incredible fashion by outplaying Magnus in a beautiful endgame, and then also in a chaotic one that we were on the edges of our seats. Take a look at the video.
Okay, rook, yeah.
We had the rook trade.
We did have
on
the rook
B2.
trade on B. So,
Oh my goodness, what has happened here?
why didn't, okay, they've transposed D3 and
That's a
Is
win.
it?
So
That's
I-
over.
92.
Fabi has won.
There was a small miss there, according to the computer, by Magnus. Maybe a way to save the game. But
Okay,
either way, in the time, he
But
didn't
how does he
find
make
it.
his passes work?
King F8.
And the engine is saying the game is equalish.
No.
Basically. Yes, Magnus with a titanic save in the works
What
at the
a
moment, and how
Extraordinary.
Wait,
And wait a
Knight
second,
B2. Knight
B1 check.
Knight
He
check.
overlooked this. He allows the pawn to queen.
Exactly. There's
He's
B2.
blundered. He has blundered.
King B4, B2. What's the issue? Oh, it's check.
He has to play rook C2. Rook C2, guard that pawn.
There
No
it is.
longer anything there. And B2 is coming. B2 is coming. Fabi's going to win this game.
If you play bishop takes C4, rook takes. Oh, look at the last cheapo.
Yeah, but B2 still. Rook C1. He didn't play it.
He didn't.
He didn't play it.
But I think, no, he didn't play it. I think B2 was the cleanest. He's still threatening king. Isn't he threatening king G6?
Oh, no.
Oh!
Rook.
Heroic defense by Magnus. He nearly saved it. But for Fabi, hello. May I introduce myself?
Fabi with a fantastic surge there, showing that there was no way you were going to count him out. A big 4 points, and most importantly, dragging Magnus down to within reach.
Well, yeah, not just within reach, within touching distance, quite literally tied following that mini match, the two of them at the top of the standings. But after falling down to Fabiano twice, Magnus turned on the afterburners against Hikaru to make sure that he locked up the #1 spot coming out of day 2. Take a look. Honestly, yeah, for both of the guys who are sharing possession of first place, I had set up this round as it's the opportunity for the chase back, to really strike in Hikaru Nakamura and Gukesh. Unfortunately, in game 1 of this round, they won't be able to do that. King will slide to safety there after the rook check.
That's a piece.
Hikaru's still playing on, and there it is. The finishing touches, and he's quick out of his chair. Not happy with how that one went at all.
No, that was not a good game at the end there. Not at all.
Knight d5 on the board, and now suddenly
that's winning.
Magnus is going to pick that pawn off.
No, because Magnus is going to get the perfect construction. The rook c5, the rook on c7, and the knight on f6. That is the perfect construction.
Magnus Carlsen striking back after taking 2 to the face against Fabiano Caruana.
Wow.
Now he's getting it done against Hikaru Nakamura.
By the way, a4, a5, that's a nice little touch too.
This is busted.
I love the extra pawn. Hikaru, Magnus just got something on these 2 games over him.
And it's always in that final minute. It's always in that final minute where you see, too, that all of a sudden the clock situation switches. And now Magnus, if anything, he's building a bank with that 5 seconds increment.
It's Magnus. The guy is incredible, extraordinary the way he plays these end games, and he's fully aware that he has got this one. Now he's forcing the pawns to the wrong color, and here you see Hikaru trying to survive. But look at this setup. He's about to play a nasty F5 move, and he played it in seconds.
Wow.
And forced his opponent to resign in disgust. Magnus Carlsen with the amazing comeback.
Back-to-back victories at the end of the day does mean that Magnus Carlsen will hold sole possession of first place going into our 3rd and final day of action. That said, it's only 4.5 points between him and that tie for last. Gukesh and Hikaru still looking to strike back. It's anyone's game as we head into the 3rd day of action here at the St. Louis Chess Club for Clutch Chess Champions Showdown. We appreciate you being here for the highlight show, but you better be there live for tomorrow's action as it all unfolds. We'll be there apprised of all of the action. And we hope to see you then. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe, and be good to each other. Good night.
Good night from St. Louis.